The spark you call a crush isn't in your heart, it's in your neurochemistry. Dopamine floods your system like a drug of divine illusion. Your pupils dilate, palms sweat, heartbeat races. Not romance, but biology. The brain mistakes this chemical rush for destiny. Just one look, and suddenly logic dissolves. You're no longer observing beauty, you're addicted to the feeling it triggers. Plato called love a divine madness. Neuroscience agrees. It's not love yet, it's the mind rehearsing obsession. You think it's connection, but it's chemistry setting a trap.
Dopamine, the first spell. When you see them, your brain releases dopamine, the molecule of motivation. It's the same neurotransmitter that drives ambition, addiction, and art. The crush becomes your drug and your dealer. You replay their messages, their smile, their silence, chasing another hit. Every thought of them is rewarded with a rush. But dopamine isn't about pleasure, it's about pursuit, the wanting, not the having. Like Sisyphus pushing his boulder, you climb toward connection, never satisfied. Your brain keeps whispering, maybe this time. Crushes feel divine because your brain designed them to keep you chasing the impossible.
The chemical hall of mirrors. Here's the truth. A crush is more fantasy than fact. Your brain amplifies what's missing in you, projecting it onto another. It's not about them, it's about your longing for wholeness. Serotonin levels drop, making you obsess, like withdrawal from reason. Your thoughts loop endlessly, replaying moments, decoding smiles. You're not in love, you're in chemical captivity. Aristotle once said, love is composed of a single soul inhabiting two bodies. But neuroscience says it's two nervous systems trying to synchronize, mistaking mirroring for magic. A crush is your reflection wearing someone else's face. The illusion isn't who they are, it's who you think you'll be with them.
The addiction loop. Why can't you stop thinking about them? Because your brain has made them a goal. Every text, every glance releases a microdose of dopamine. Reward, craving, reward, craving. A biochemical slot machine spinning in your skull. The same regions that light up in gambling addiction light up in infatuation. You're not falling in love, you're reinforcing a loop. Nietzsche said, there is always some madness in love. Science replies, and it's measurable. You wait for a message, your brain predicts pleasure, then rewards anticipation more than outcome. The crush isn't on them, it's on your own dopamine rush.
Oxytocin, the false bond. Touch them once and your brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It floods your system with warmth and trust. But oxytocin doesn't distinguish love from illusion. It binds you, even to fantasy. Evolution designed it for mothers and infants, yet now it hijacks your judgment. When you hug, your brain marks them as safe, even if they're not. Philosopher Alain de Botton said, love reveals to us the potential of ourselves we didn't know existed, but oxytocin tricks you into mistaking safety for destiny. It's not their presence that soothes you, it's your chemistry begging for belonging.
Adrenaline, the rush of uncertainty. Why do you fall harder when it's uncertain? Because your brain loves unpredictability. Adrenaline surges when there's risk. Fear and excitement blur. That tension feels like attraction. Your heartbeat accelerates, palms sweat, pupils widen. Not romance, but a stress response. The brain confuses arousal with desire. It's why danger feels thrilling, why playing hard to get works. We crave the chase because uncertainty magnifies reward. Socrates wrote, the hottest love has the coldest end. But the brain doesn't care, it just wants the next hit of adrenaline. The mystery isn't romantic, it's chemical suspense disguised as passion.
The mirror of projection. What if your crush isn't about them at all, but about you? Psychologists call it projection. Your brain fills their silence with your ideal story. They become a canvas for your unmet needs. They're calm because you crave peace. They're confident because you long for certainty. It's not chemistry between two souls. It's chemistry revealing your gaps. Carl Jung said, the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. But sometimes you're reacting to your own reflection. Your crush isn't your destiny. It's your mirror showing what you're missing.
The withdrawal. When they don't text back, it hurts more than you admit, because your brain just lost its chemical fix. Dopamine crashes, cortisol rises, the brain panics. You call it heartbreak, biology calls it withdrawal. The same neural pathways activated by love light up in physical pain. You crave closure, but your brain craves restoration. Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Every heartbreak teaches the brain boundaries. Every loss rebalances your chemistry. You're not broken, you're detoxing from your own illusion. The alchemy of awareness. When you finally see the chemistry, you break the spell. Awareness rewires addiction. The moment you name the feeling, the brain loses control. Mindfulness decreases dopamine's grip, restoring balance between emotion and reason. You no longer chase, you observe, and that observation changes everything. Seneca said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. When you see the science, the suffering dissolves. Crushes lose power when you understand the chemistry behind them. Because knowledge is the antidote to infatuation. The more you understand your mind, the less it controls you. The beautiful truth. So the next time your heart races and your mind spins, pause. You're not losing control. Your brain is performing its oldest magic trick. Crushes remind you how powerful chemistry is and how human you are. Because hidden beneath the hormones is something real. The longing to connect, to be seen, to belong. And that is sacred. So don't hate the crush. Understand it. Then rise above it. The brain creates illusion, but the heart creates meaning. You were never lost. You were becoming.